ultimately it comes out that they're trying to be in like a trip organization. Like basically you get paid to take trips or get discounts on trips. But they have to sign everybody in the room up in order to get a discount, and somehow they're selling cars through the organization. It's like completely unrelated things.
Right.
And then the two girls that I was talking to for about a half hour that I thought was giving me play was in on it. They stood up and gave a whole pitch. I'm like, bro, y'all wasn't even feeling me. That's crazy. So you know I'm a dip. I'm just waiting for them to get done. What's going on, people? This is Nigel.
This is Brad.
And this is the Uplift Fitness Squad podcast. What we on?
We talking about pyramid schemes today, man. Building. We talking about Egypt. Hey man, I ran into a dude from I took a lift the other day, and a guy picked me up, and he was from Egypt.
Okay.
That's crazy. Have you met somebody from Egypt?
Yeah.
I don't think I met nobody from Egypt before.
College, man, you know.
Okay.
People from all over.
Yeah. So I started asking a few questions like, man, you know, how you get here?
Yeah.
What it's like being here. That's crazy, you know. You growing up in one country your whole life, not having to move. Like, I can't imagine having to move to a whole nother country and have to just start from scratch.
Yeah, especially like not knowing the language.
Yeah.
Remember all the kids that was in Esau who was in elementary school?
Rodley. Hey, shout out to Rodley, man.
Hey, Rodley a G now. You know Rodley?
Nah, he ain't.
Rodley went to Loophole with us though. I think.
He did go to, but he was already.
Yeah, because remember
he
said he had fought.
He was already traveling it.
Right, but hey, you gotta tell the people about that fight, bro.
Oh my God.
Make sure they can hear you, man. You gotta make sure they can hear you.
Was World Star around at the time?
It was around at that time.
Man, that video should have made it today, because that's when World Star was World Star.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. I don't get on World Star no more.
Nobody does. Yeah, World Star, they fell all the way.
I used to be addicted to World Star. Anyways, Rodley, man, one of the greatest fights you ever seen in high school history.
Yeah.
It's actually one of them dreams, right? In high school, if somebody, you know, tests you, or, you know what I'm saying, tests your manhood, this is how you envision handling your situation, right? Because everybody think they can knock somebody out.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody, I'm telling you, if you start something with me,
I'm
gonna knock you out, right? That's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Man, Rodley, man, they was, you know, they squared up, right? I don't even know who he's fighting, but shout out to him too, because without him, there wouldn't have been no fight.
Wouldn't have been possible.
Wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah.
So thank you for your efforts. Anyways, man, Rodley, you know, squaring up, right? They threw a few punches, exchanged, bop, 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 bop.
Yeah.
You know, Rodley catches a jab, dude throws another hook, hit Rodley, boom. Rodley stumble, Rodley comes back and throw a right, straight, boom, hit the dude, boom. Next you know, they grapple. You know the rules, right? When you fighting at those ages in high school, you know the rules, right? No grappling.
Yeah,
if you're grappling, you cheating, right?
Yeah, you can't do that.
If you're grappling, you cheating, right? Because the weakling don't want to get exposed.
For sure,
right?
yeah.
So, boom, it gets broken up. They actually did it on their own. Nobody stepped in.
Okay.
Gets broken up, they both reset, look at each other in the eyes. Rodley had it planned out from the get-go what he getting ready to do.
Yeah.
Switched up on him. First he was just doing the boxing. Rodley threw the kick this time.
What type of kick he threw?
It was a dummy kick. It was just a little leg check. Just to get you to drop your hands and look down. Just enough, right?
Yeah.
Man, Rodley threw the dummy kick with the left leg. Wow, just touched him with it.
Yeah.
As he just touched him with it, he already had the perfect form with an overhand right.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about one of them Lindell White.
Hey.
I'm talking about one of them Kimbo Slice hooks, man. Overhand right. Knock dude out, man. Hey, you remember Madu?
Yeah.
He was a cameraman. He started screaming, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!" Yeah, man.
Hey, you remember Madu?
Yeah, man, that was the best fight.
Oh man.
Best in that, man. It couldn't have been no other cameraman. Shout out to Amadu, man.
Amadu.
I watched that fight like 20 times, man.
He sent it out.
Yeah, he sent it out. Man, if we had IG was IG around?
Nah, man. That's
Man,
right
if IG, I'm telling you, that fight would have blown up. It would have blown up. Man.
But we had Facebook though.
We did. It still should have blown up, but I feel like
it was probably bad.
I would have submitted it to World Star.
He didn't know what to do with it.
Fabian, you know anybody? Has anybody offered you to be in a pyramid scheme?
Yeah.
How many times? Oh, before you go, how many times? 4 times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 times.
How many times you got
Man.
proposition?
I want to say it's around out. Probably like I don't got down like Fabian. Fabian, I know that.
Time.
They call him with that BS. But probably around the same, like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
It was definitely like straight out of high school. I felt like, man, I was getting so much calls right out of high school, man. Not even just pyramid schemes, but just like, you have got a college offer.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and make this payment real quick, and we're gonna put you on.
All types of scams. You know, people get desperate, but I feel like it. I want to say I probably got proposition like 3-4 times. Nah, for real, proposition probably like 5, 6. But actually went to a meeting and like sat through a lecture or something like that. It was like 3 times I want to say.
Oh yeah, I sat through one meeting, and I didn't really know what the business was.
Yeah,
but pretty much that's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So all right, so we gotta be careful today, right? Because we don't want to alienate people. We're not talking from a perspective of talking down to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's what I want to do. No, we ain't put nobody on blast. Look, hey. Today we talking about, and we can't even necessarily call it pyramid schemes unless we go and not say the names of the companies we talking about, right? So this is pyramid schemes, multi-level marketing, network marketing, whatever you heard where you've been propositioned, hey, join our organization and you gonna learn how to get rich. You're gonna be a mogul by next year. You have the opportunity to run your own business. It's several hallmarks that you hear when somebody's pitching this opportunity to you. So how we gonna frame this thing? Let's tell them what an actual pyramid scheme is. So we got the definition pulled up. I'll read it to the people. A pyramid is a form of investment which is illegal in the U.S. and elsewhere, in which each paying participant recruits 2 further participants, with returns being given to early participants. How many times are they gonna say participant? All right, using money contributed by later ones. Basically, I start a pyramid scheme,
Right.
I tell you and Fabian, hey, y'all go get 2 more people. Y'all gonna join my little, I'm gonna call it a business, right? And y'all get 2 more people. Look, y'all get 2 more people, I'm gonna give y'all 5, 6, 7 times your return. All you gotta do, make sure these people pay up. So you give me your little $200, you give me your little $200, get 2 more people, they give, I'm gonna give y'all $400, and I take the majority of the profit. Okay?
Right.
So there's several different names of this, you'll hear, but it's all the same concept. Basically, you're not really selling anything anytime it's a pyramid scheme. You're just, somebody's telling you, I got this crazy investment opportunity. It's gonna run your money up 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
So
go ahead.
What makes a pyramid scheme so much different than a corporation, any other business? Like if I was working for Starbucks or working for a school.
There's 2 things. Actually, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But the main thing, one, a pyramid scheme is different from multi-level marketing. It's different from network marketing. But there's only one major difference. And we're gonna get to that. But a pyramid scheme is different from a regular employment opportunity, a regular job, because your job doesn't require you to recruit. There's no burden of entry. Like for you to work at Starbucks, they don't say, give us $500 and pay us $100 a month so you can work at Starbucks.
Right.
They don't say you gotta buy a certain amount of Starbucks Frappuccinos every month in order to qualify to be a supervisor. No, if you're a good employee, you get promoted, you get a raise, you get paid for your time. It's not commission based. You don't have to recruit people. So anytime you hear, a business is saying, look, give me this much money up front. A lot of times today it's gonna be a subscription attached to it after the fact. Every month you gotta come up off some bread. We're gonna teach you how to leave your job and retire at 21 years old.
Yeah.
It's more than likely gonna be a pyramid scheme, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be. So there's another thing I want to hit people to before we really get into the crux of the conversation, and it's just because it's a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
People getting desperate. A lot of people lost their jobs. People was already bad with money before the pandemic. So we got the How to Save 10K podcast.
Yeah, go
If
check
you
that
ain't
out.
got 10K, look that up. Go back. That's like episode 15 or 20, something like that. But yeah, a lot of people desperate. So they got this thing called a blessing circle. All right, that's what they call it. They call it a blessing circle. And the idea, you heard of this?
Nah, go ahead.
Femi, you heard of this?
Nah.
All right, so a blessing circle, right? They'll show a picture of, they call it like the 4 elements.
Mm-hmm.
The outside element is fire. The next level is like water. The next level might be air, and then the middle level is like earth or something like that, right? Each level got more and more people. So the center is 1 person. The next level is 2 people. Then those 2 people get another 2 people. And the last level is like 8 people, right? So
4 or 5 people.
the blessing circle, right?
Yeah.
They'll say, hey, give me $1,400
Mm-hmm.
and then recruit 2 people to recruit 2 people, and you'll end up getting $11,000.
Okay.
It sounds like a good investment opportunity, right?
Right.
But ultimately what's gonna happen is y'all gonna run out of people to keep on funding the investment.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 1 person, every time the complete circle gets filled, 1 person gets paid, but it's 2, 6, 8, that's 14 people that haven't been paid yet.
Right.
So if they don't complete the last ring of that circle, now you got 13 or so people that just out $1,400.
Mm.
And I know one thing, like if I lose $1,400,
Yeah.
if I lose $500,
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to fight.
Yeah.
So, hey, somebody propositioned me for that, a few months ago. I said it don't sound like a good idea because I don't want to be mad at you.
Yeah.
That's point blank period, bro. I just don't want to be mad at you for no reason. But that's a legit pyramid scheme because they're not selling anything. It's just an investment opportunity where you put your money in, you get an absorbent return that you cannot get anywhere else unless you just got the perfect stock.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So beware of, they call it blessing circles, they call it susus, but it's not really a susu or a so-so. That's how, you heard of that?
Some good food or something.
Right, it does, right? That's a practice that Caribbean people, some African people, like immigrants, oftentimes use because they want to avoid banks.
Yeah.
So everybody come together as 10 people. They put up $100 a month, and every month one of those 10 people get $1,000. But the math is even, so it works out to where nobody is getting the raw end of the stick because everybody putting their money up. Now if someone stops, now we got a problem. But it's nobody that's not going to get broken off as long as everybody do what they're supposed to do. So let's get into it, man.
So I guess transitioning from, letting you guys know what the pyramid scheme is all about. Let's talk a little bit about the people that they targeted, right?
Yeah.
Who's getting these phone calls? Where is this pyramid schemes being developed at?
Man.
Where are these ringleaders targeted?
It's people. You got people, man, that are incredible at selling things.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. I mean, you met people that's just.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke to a lady here not too long ago. And she mentioned that she signed up for a gym membership because she just wanted them to stop talking, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the tactics that they use too.
Yeah.
Like if you ever go to one of those events, that joint will run 3 hours of a dude just talking about all the products that this company sells. Mm-hmm. It's like, I just want to get out of here. But I'm a natural skeptic. I was blessed and cursed with skepticism.
Right.
So if you gonna come talk my head off, I'm gonna be thinking the whole time about why this doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Poking holes in your story. But the type of people that they go after, let's say. So multi-level marketing, network marketing, they pitch basically like get rich quick ideology. It's like they're looking for people who don't have a lot of capital, or maybe they do have a lot of capital, but they don't feel content with where they at. Mm-hmm. So particularly in America, that's gonna be people who don't have access to finances and financial literacy. So that's black people.
Resources.
That's Asian people,
Right.
recent immigrants, Hispanic people. Basically anybody who is looking to make their way up and live the American dream, but they don't have an understanding of how they can get there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And particularly people who don't come from money, who don't come from privilege, and who don't have, they don't have a scope of what their options are. So the type of people who create multi-level marketing opportunities and pyramid schemes is like, they're the type of person you would aspire to be in a lot of ways. Like, this person's gonna be gregarious, they're gonna be talkative, have a lot of charisma, they're gonna have enthusiasm.
Right.
They're gonna make you believe that everything they're saying is fact. They're gonna identify with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these people will have rags to riches stories to where they were just like you at one point. It was like, I was homeless, my kid was on the way, my baby was on the way, my girl, she was mad at me, my mama didn't trust me, all these other sob stories, and then, you start to identify, right?
Right.
But then this person is wearing a $500, $1,000 suit,
Right.
maybe they got a nice watch on, and they're telling you how their life is now, and it's like, damn, like, they showing you the material objects. I mean, I've seen it before. That they had one, it was like a trip-based organization. So this dude was in, I don't know where he was at.
Yeah.
He was all over the globe, bro, like just with signs like, you should be here, like, playing with tigers. I'm like, bro, how you start playing with tigers, bro? But like, the type of thing they'll do, they show you, I was here, and now I'm here, and you need to be here, basically. But the thing is, bro, a lot of times, like, these organizations they'll pitch it as if they're subject matter experts, right?
Right.
But the whole time you listening to them talk, they're not telling you nothing about the thing that they're selling. They're telling you about how your mindset has to change in order for you to be successful. They're telling you about, how your habits have to change.
Right.
But they're not telling you what habits to adopt, what skills to learn, outside of some things that can't be quantified, like your motivation, like your efficacy, and your confidence, and your ability to talk to people. But I mean, they got Forex organizations. Bro ain't said nothing about Forex. We've been talking for 3 hours. You telling me about mindset. How do I evaluate a stock chart?
Right. Still haven't learned anything.
I was at one. The dude was selling health products, but bro was like 350. Like, he was selling protein shakes and shaker bottles.
Yeah.
Bro was overweight. Like, you ain't set foot in the gym in decades.
Yeah.
So how you really gonna be a subject matter expert? But these people will make you believe they know everything about what they're talking about.
So how is these pyramid schemes staying afloat? Like, how has they're illegal, right?
Pyramid schemes are illegal.
They're illegal. But we know, there's a loophole since, we still getting phone calls. Fabian got phone calls. I got phone calls. You got phone calls. There's a meeting going on right now. Somebody's sitting down right now listening to.
More than likely true. It's more than likely true. The way that pyramid schemes and MLMs, what they call them, network marketing organizations, are different. And the reason that the MLMs are able to keep operating to this day is because they technically sell products. So they might have, health and wellness products. They might have specialized knowledge or skills that they're claiming they're going to teach you.
Right.
They might not. They might have, affiliations with companies where they'll offer you energy, or they'll offer you cell phone service. They'll offer you, cable, all types of stuff. Things that you could probably get on your own. You know what I'm saying? But because you don't have that specialized knowledge to know, oh, this is just like that. Or I'm not making money because I'm paying the subscription every month and I paid an upfront fee to get a discount. So now the burden is on you to recoup. It's like you already starting behind the 8 ball. But the reason that they're able to continue to exist is because they offering services. That's why they can't be stopped until the bottom falls out.
Right.
So the thing is, the farther you go along, so they say one person gets 2 people, 2 people get 2 more people. But in the meetings, a lot of times they'll say, I want you to go out and recruit 5 people minimally 5 people. Really, that's not enough. You need to do more. But if you get your 5, and then that 5 gets their 5, and then that 5 gets their 5, that's 155 people.
Just like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you keep going, right? Let's say you get your 5.
Right.
That 5 get they 5. That 5 get they 5. And y'all do that 10 more times, you're gonna exceed the global population.
Right.
It's gonna be 12 billion people in your pyramid.
Yeah.
So it's like
cash flow.
It's unsustainable,
right.
And the reason that it's unsustainable is because the structure of it, and this is where we get to the really messed up part about the organization is like, or these organizations, is the fact that you cannot make money off of commissions. Like, you might make a little bit, but I mean, the pay structure for some of these companies might be a 1% commission off of each sale.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you sell in bulk, and you raising up the ranks, because they'll raise your commission, the more sales you make, the more people you have under you. But the whole goal of the organization is to get more people recruited into the organization, because they make money off of membership, intake fees, people selling their products, but primarily that recruitment is the thing that's going to drive your bag up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it gets really predator-prey relationship. Like, these people are pitching to you that you're going to be rich off of selling things, but then when you understand, like, oh, the whole goal here is to do recruitment, now you're getting more people into this thing where they can't make money unless they recruit people. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why they're able to sustain themselves to a certain extent.
So with direction, right, these people that are getting sucked into these meetings, I mean, let's talk a little bit about the people that's actually signing up. Like, what mindset do you have to be in to actually go through and say, hey, man, this sounds like a good opportunity for myself. I really want my life to change.
Yeah.
And so forth. Like, what direction, I guess, what do you want our audience to know? Like, in terms of what mindset, what kind of goals, what kind of lifestyle do you need to be living, not to get sucked into these pyramid schemes?
That's what it is, bro. Like, 58% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their bank account. That's why
so when they getting that phone call,
right?
They already hitting that. They getting that. What's that? Is it dopamine?
They getting that dopamine response.
Yeah,
it's
quick.
That eureka moment. Like, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Charge you 500.
Say it again.
Except they trying to charge you 500.
They gonna charge you 500. You ain't even got 500.
Right.
So it's like they waiting for an opportunity, right? But that's part of the problem, is that they're waiting for an opportunity, like it's gonna fall from the sky. And I mean, I've been in that position before where I was just waiting for something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a vulnerable place to be in.
Right. I know when I was in that vulnerable place, I was all ears for something, somebody's about to tell me I can make, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. All you got to do is get 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Right. Sign right here. That ain't nothing. You like, I know 4 or 5 people.
Right.
I guess, but when I really started to look at it, I understood that it's definitely not going to be something long term.
It's not sustainable.
Right.
Because I mean, ultimately, what people oftentimes, when the ones that have inventory, they have terms for it. I mean, bro, it's so crazy, the psychology behind this. We gotta get into psychology too, but they call people independent business owners, right? And they have multiple tiers of titles that they'll give you based on how many commissions you get, and how many recruits you get. It's absorbent, like, because they got to continue to create positions because there's new levels being generated every single day.
Right.
But they'll call you like garage qualified. They got terms for this in the industry, where in order to maintain your rank, you have to do a certain amount of volume every single month. If you fall off, you lose your rank. But they've made it so important in your mind to sustain that position, you know what I'm saying, and that stature, that you just end up buying the inventory thinking I'm gonna make it up on the back end. But every month you're doing this now, because ain't nobody looking for what you're selling. They ain't even used the first load you done dropped off at their house.
Right.
So it's plenty of people like, businesses like Mary Kay, where they'll just have a whole garage full of products. 24, what's it called, Herbalife. They'll have a whole garage full of Herbalife products that they haven't sold yet.
Right.
Almost like your house is a warehouse. Man. But let's get into the psychology, man. Like, you already started to touch on the place people are in when they sign up for things like this. And we said they're in a vulnerable state. They're looking for an opportunity, and they don't know how they're gonna get their next check. They don't have a lot of money in the bank.
Right. Not a lot of direction. Not too sure what decisions they're getting ready to make with their.
Quite possibly, they probably don't have either. They don't have the discipline to go to the next level, or they don't have the time because they have too many commitments. So when they put this, they dangle this fruit in front of you, right? They dangle this opportunity in front of you. It's like, oh, you think it's gonna be easy to get rich off of this thing because this person is making it seem like all I gotta do is change my mindset and I'm gonna make more money. But then when you get into it, you know how hard sales is?
Right.
How much time it takes to cold call 100 people in your contact list?
Yeah.
Was you just telling me? Who was this? Oh, my boy was telling me. He actually signed up for one of these corporations, and he got into it. They was telling him like the whole spiel. This is what you say to people. This is how you contact them. This is what you offer as the products and services. They told him, go to your contacts. Call every single person in your contacts. First off, with how intrusive that is, bro, don't call me. If you my boy, you my dog, don't call me talking about what you about to sell me if it ain't yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you making a 5% commission, I'd rather give you the bread than buy something where you make it 5%. But they talking to people who might not have the time or the discipline to really take their life to the next level. And then on top of that, they're saying you need to change your mindset, which makes you feel like you're inadequate if you're not rich, if you're not benefiting off of this system. So it's like, it's a loop. It's like a psychotic circle that you're in, where I don't have the discipline, right? I don't have the time. But because you don't have the time or the discipline, you can't be successful. So you just feel bad about yourself at the end of the day. And there's some people, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and say nobody can eat off of this, but it's a select few.
Yeah.
Because the lower you get on the pyramid, the lower you get on that triangle, the less of an opportunity that you have to make money.
Talking about delayed gratification.
Yeah.
As well, right? So, when you're in that mindset, right? Searching for something more. Touch on delayed gratification. Like, what is delayed gratification?
It's the thing that no one learns at an early enough age to where they can tap into it automatically. Like, by the time you learn about it, it's not too late, but you're so set in your ways that it's hard to make that shift. But if you had it, if you understand it, then like there is no get rich quick.
Right.
Regardless of how fast it takes, the energy and effort it takes to get to that point where you're making money and you got residuals, you got properties, you got different opportunities popping up all the time, you got to put in that legwork.
Right.
But people see people who are already where they want to be, and they associate, oh, they did this, so if I do this, I'll be where they are. But they don't know all the countless hours it took for them to get there. And they don't know if that person that's talking to them is being honest about where they actually are.
Right.
Anybody can take a picture in front of a Lamborghini. All you gotta do is, you can rent one, you can find one in the city and take a picture in front of it. You can make your life look a lot better than it actually is. We know a lot of people who, they're making it seem one way, but it's really not what they're making it seem like. So that delayed gratification will prevent you from being so vulnerable, because one, anything that seems too good to be true is probably too good to be true. But on top of that, bro, we already put you on game of how you could become a millionaire if you just wait. Like, and that's one option. You know what I'm saying? That's one way. That Roth IRA, $6K a year, and 35.
I look at like delayed gratification as trusting the process, right?
For sure.
You may have a roadmap out for yourself right now, right? And there's a lot of things when you have a roadmap that you're gonna have to become ignorant to, right?
Yeah.
you aren't able to dibble and dabble into everything that's going on, right? Anything that, like you said, dangling from your face. What ET say? I don't want that.
I don't want that.
You gotta know what you want. You gotta know
Yeah.
what you want, right?
Yeah.
In a sense, you gotta stick to your guns. Yeah, man, and stay on the path that you have written out for yourself, and just execute that.
You talking about purpose,
right?
You talking about purpose, but I think we aren't taught to identify what our purpose is.
Mm-hmm. I guess that goes back to direction. You know, when you find have that direction where you want to go to,
right?
Which is your purpose,
right?
And you stay on that. There's gonna be some things that you learn along the way that you may have picked up, right? You may change whatever goal you had in place,
right? But it's the same general trajectory,
right? And
it's like when you have that purpose, it'll be hard for somebody to convince you to sell something that you really don't care about,
right?
It'll be hard for somebody to convince you to recruit people to do something that you really might not believe in for real.
And that's where we at right now.
That's true.
I mean, you can't call my phone. I know they can't call Fabian. I know they can't call your phone.
Nah, bro. They couldn't call me before. They called me now, but they're gonna be sadly disappointed, man.
8 years back, I'm gonna listen to what they had to say.
Yeah, and you know what? And sometimes I would be in the room feeling bad because I felt like my skepticism might have been taking me away from an opportunity. And that's another trick that they'll play on you is like, you're not open-minded. They'll say one of the first things they'll say is your friends gonna look at you like you crazy, and you need to not listen to them because they not rich. So how they gonna tell you how to get rich?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the type of person that's gonna sign up for this organization is an open-minded person that cares about financial freedom. All the buzzwords that you hear. You know what I'm saying? They want to retire early. Financial literacy. All this.
Yeah.
Bro, really, what are we talking about, bro? Because anytime I've asked anybody at those meetings like some real stuff, this is what we gonna get into. Show me a bank statement.
Yeah.
So, okay, you do Forex. Show me a trade.
Yeah.
Let me see one. I want to see, how much you made today. Yeah. How much you made last week?
Put it on live. Let's go on Zoom.
Okay, take me through one day. You know what I'm saying? And if you fail, look, hey, just for the fact that you put me on that one day, I'll come back tomorrow. Show me what you do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you could prove to me that you could actually do this, bro, you think I wouldn't sign up if you're making 2 racks, 3 racks a day? You know what I'm saying? But it's the shiesty people, bro. We know I was day trading.
Yeah. Man, we had a whole meeting,
bro,
on
how we was gonna teach people how to day trade. Because I thought I figured it out.
Right.
This wasn't no organization teaching me. It was somebody put me on. I said, hold up, if I make 2% a day off a stack, that's $21K, and I'm going through it in my mind, right? But I'm doing paper trades. People don't know that you can go on almost any platform and practice. It's what's called paper trading.
Right.
So like, you're doing Forex, it's a lot of Forex network marketing organizations. They will show a recruit who knows nothing about trading, Forex, none of that, a paper trade where they made $1,300 or $2,000 and say, yeah, this is my account real quick, look at it. Don't look at it no more.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the type of tactics that people will use because they know ultimately I have no idea what I'm doing. I got to get people underneath me. Like, that's the type of thing where it's like, I really want to put people on Front Street and say, you doing this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the platform.
Right.
This ain't the time, and I'm not trying to alienate people. I'm just trying to put people on game. If you're not already in this, like, this ain't the way. This ain't the way. And if you feel like this is the only way you're going to be successful, you got to really sit back and define what your purpose is. Like, your purpose is not Forex.
Right.
Your purpose is not skin creams.
You got to go back. You got to go back and find that direction, right? Be resourceful, man. We have Google.
For real.
We have Google. There's many things you can spend your free time doing, and finding your purpose is one of them, right?
Yeah, bro.
Can't lay around having everybody just throw stuff at. people are out here. As soon as you get paid, right? They got their hands out.
Right.
I mean, there's hands out for you to hand that money over, right? Everywhere you go, ads, advertisements. You go on the internet, you pick up your phone, somebody trying to sell you something.
Absolutely.
So you gotta have that firewall up. Fabian, I know what I'm talking about. Or you gotta have that filter.
Yeah, for sure.
And that filter really gets strong when you have that direction, you have that purpose.
And you start stacking wins.
Right.
That's the other thing. Like, people been struggling for. I get it. Like, I get it, bro. If I wasn't, I'm not smarter than everybody. I'm smart. I ain't gonna sell myself short.
Right.
But if I didn't believe in myself, I just know I might be susceptible to these pitches because these people, I'm not gonna lie, bro, these dudes was charismatic in front of the room.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro, am I really like, why is this not connecting with me fully? Like, why am I looking around? Why is everybody else in this room looking at this dude with their mouth open like, oh my God.
It makes sense. This makes sense.
I'm like, why am I'm looking around like, are you dead serious? Like, what's going on? Like, why am I the only person looking around like this? And at a certain point, I'm thinking like, bro, did they plant everybody in here but me?
If they did, man, that's solid, man. That's
real. That's dedication.
That's dedication. They dedicated.
That's how I be feeling this. Like, you know, I've been there several times. One time I didn't feel that way because it was my people's from Laurel. All of us knew each other. We left the house literally as soon as they was like, look, y'all could join or y'all don't want to join. You know, if you're not gonna join, go ahead and leave. Everybody left. We was outside the crib like, bro, what the heck? I'm like, man, come on, man. Look, hey, I ain't gonna say no names, right?
Yeah.
In my neighborhood, right? And this person know who they are, bro. I ain't gonna say no names. They said, hey, pull up to the crib, we having a kickback. I said, you know, I don't really know this person like that, but I'm gonna pull up to the crib. Mm-hmm. In my neighborhood, I know them, whatever. Go to the crib. When I walk in the door, it's a few people there, right? It's two cute girls in the joint. I'm like, all right, bet. It's lit. Yeah. And ain't nobody talking to them. So I'm like, I'm talking to them. I don't care. I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
I ain't had no game. I'm just sitting there, I'm talking. Cause look, ain't nobody gonna talk. I'm talking. And then I'm just like 30 minutes into a conversation with them too, and they're real lively. You know, they nice. Mm-hmm. I feel like I must have got some game or something overnight. Like, I ain't never got this much play.
Yeah.
And I'm just, my stomach growling. I'm like, bro, you gonna have a kickback? You ain't got no drinks, no food. What's going on?
Yeah.
Then the one that invited everybody to the kickback, stand-ups, they start tearing up. They like, you know, my parents don't really support my desires. You know, I want to travel the world. They about to cry. I'm like, bro, are you about to tell us you got cancer? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. I don't remember this story.
Yeah, and then ultimately it comes out that they're trying to be in like a trip organization. Like, basically you get paid to take trips or get discounts on trips. But they have to sign everybody in the room up in order to get a discount. And somehow they're selling cars through the organization. It's like completely unrelated things.
Right.
And then the two girls that I was talking to for about a half hour that I thought was giving me play was in on it.
Game.
They stood up and gave a whole pitch. I'm like, bro, y'all wasn't even feeling me. That's crazy. So you know I'm a dip. Yeah. I'm just waiting for them to get done.
Hey, but the first one pull them up, hands up.
Yeah.
Hey. Time to go.
Yeah, bro. That's basically like, I mean, I could sit here and talk about it all day, bro. But bottom line, like, understand, let's give them a synopsis, right? Pyramid schemes are oftentimes founded by people who are incredibly confident, almost to a fault. Like, if you look up the definition of sociopaths and, you know, the type of people that you might run into at the top levels of a pyramid, and you could look it up, like Bernie Madoff, you know what I'm saying? This is a person who was damn near responsible for the stock market crash in 2009.
Yeah.
He was the founder of a pyramid scheme, but people who were around him thought he was so trustworthy, like he was showing up to people's funerals, acting like he cared about them, but he drained their entire life savings. Now, I'm not saying that people that do multi-level marketing are like that. I'm just saying the type of person that would create an organization where you cannot make money off of doing all of this legwork and you have to recruit people to do the same thing, that's incredibly inconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? It's and then the fact that they target black and brown people who don't come from money, aren't financially literate a lot of times, might not have the education to really understand what a pyramid scheme is or what a pyramid corporation is.
Right.
It's predatory, bro. That's why I felt like it was the need to talk about on this platform, because we care about financial literacy. We care about people being mentally well, physically well, spiritually in tune.
Yeah. Go back and check out, this previous podcast, man. It's going to talk a lot about direction, right?
Yeah, for
mindset,
sure.
purpose, and those are the things that really is going to have you deflect a lot of that BS coming your way.
You're going to be in the matrix.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be so locked in on your purpose. You ever seen Biker Boys?
Nah.
Tyrese, bro. Tyrese and Old Boy. You know, it's the same cast from Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Old Boy was it was like his dad they was riding bikes, bro. All I'm saying is they had tunnel vision. And the whole movie, Tyrese is trying to figure out how to get locked in like his father was. And at the end of the movie, he get the tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And at that time, it's like you can't hear nothing, you can't see nothing. You just so locked in on where you need to be.
Yeah. You know how they do that with horses?
Put the blinders on. You already know.
They just want to be locked in.
You already know.
You got one mission. And if you see it through, you get to the other side. You get to where you want to be at. You had that delayed gratification, right?
Yeah.
All that hard work will pay off.
Yeah. What's the thing we could leave somebody with? Anything else we need to say, bro? If somebody approach you trying to get you to join the organization by paying them money, you gotta recruit people to get in the organization, and you gotta pay a monthly fee to stay in the organization.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Man. Last thing I got for people, man, ask questions.
For sure.
Right? Ask questions, and do your research.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody give you some information, look it up.
Yeah,
look it up
sure.
ASAP. Look
And
it up ASAP.
You don't have to say yes because you feel pressured.
Nah.
Like, you don't have to just, I'm being too skeptical. It don't matter. Go home, come back. If you still want to do that 2-3 days later, do it and find out. Put your hand on the stove and see if it's hot.
And if you do have that, that personality where you feel like, people can pressure me.
Yeah.
Just tell them I'll get back to you. Right? It's not a yes. It's not a no. I'll get back to you. Go home. Do that research.
Yeah. Oh man. And if you are in a presentation and they say this is not a pyramid scheme,
it's a pyramid scheme.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
bro. By the way, this is not a pyramid.
By the way, sign up.
We got a class coming, right? We're gonna teach you how to get rich quick.
Real quick.
Hey,
I'm talking about $1 million in the bank tonight.
Oh my God.
What Rick Ross say? Last night I couldn't $1 million. This morning,
150. Can't say the next part.
Yeah, man.
Man, God bless, man. Hey, and if you think we lying, man, we done closed this joint out like 8 times. Hey, if you think we lying, do your research. Look, if you go to a company and it sounds anything like the meeting that we told y'all, the person's real gregarious, they on the stage telling you they rags the richest story, and all you gotta do is recruit 5 people, they get 5 people, and then now you got 150 people. Look, go home, type the company in on Google, and if it says, is X company a pyramid scheme, guess what? It's a pyramid scheme, bruh.
Man, I'm just concerned for my lost ones out there, man. The young ones coming up, man, that's getting sucked in to the the social media, to the internet. The internet is a beautiful thing. I'm a network. I love the internet. I love the internet.
Yeah.
But man, it's tearing some people up, man.
Because it's putting all the things in front of them that they want every single day.
Take control of your life. Find the resources out there that can help improve your circumstances.
Look,
So, like,
take $6K and invest in the index fund. If you're 20 years old, by the time you retirement age, it's going to be over $400K. You know what I'm saying? And in between that time,
compound interest.
learn a skill, compound interest. Look, God, bro, man, this episode, bro.
Write it down.
You can't wait your whole life to make a change.
Believe in yourself.
Innovate with integrity and intentionality.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I was getting them looks, man. 2020. My mother shoot this throw little messages in there. Yeah, you know, such and such then finished up.
I was getting that.
I'm
I was
like,
getting that.
damn, and I'm on the game headset and all.
I'm waking up at 11:30 in the morning.
I'm like, that's cool, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God, bro. Hey,
I know I'm gonna figure it out.
it was so many days, bro. I would be asleep. I ain't had nothing to do. And then my mom would call me, right, like 11:30, 10:30.
Yeah.
I got my retainer. I take the retainer out. Hello?
Try to act like you been up. Try to act like you been up around doing stuff.
Bro, I got drool everywhere, bro. It's just like, damn, bro.
Man, yeah, man. Start looking at you like
You ain't
you ain't done nothing.
you ain't
I used to make sure that the house was good. Like I ain't do nothing. Man, they got to a point I don't even want to leave my room. Like I'm just a ghost here in the house. I don't bother nobody.
Hell yeah.
Don't bother me.
You
Leave me
still,
alone.
but you still getting it though.
Yeah, still, yeah.
You trying to tiptoe around the house.
Man,
And you
I'm
still
talking about I
getting
know
it.
every creek in the house. I don't want nobody.
Yo.
I don't want nobody saying nothing to me.
Bro, you know my stairs right by the
Yeah.
dining room, bro. It's like 13 steps, right?
Yeah.
Man, it'd be 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm up, so I'm hungry. I skip like 7
You grown.
steps. I'm 30
Grown
years
man
old,
in the
bro.
house. Stipping.
And then my mom busted the door open. What are you doing? I gotta get up in the morning. I'm like, Ma, you ain't even hear that.
40 years old, creeping around.
Bro, then I could come back up the steps, skip eight of them Jones,
Man,
bro.
ain't
Then
that
get
crazy?
on, bro. I'm on all fours, crawling to my room. It's still squeaking. House
With a
too
biscuit
old.
in your mouth.
Yeah. With a bowl of
ain't gonna get no
cereal.
food.
I got a bowl of cereal with one hand, crawling.
I forgot something downstairs.
Oh my God.
Can't go back. But gotta go
Oh,
back
man.
because something moved.
Right. I gotta leave a light on this shit.
Oh, man.
God damn,
Man, that's
bro.
crazy though, how you go from 18 to 35 in 2-3 years.
Yeah,
With your
man.
parents.
But that's the problem, bro. That's why we be in them situations, bro.
Yeah.
That's why we be in them situations, because like you graduate from high school, nobody puts you on game,
No
bro.
direction.
Bro, my high school professors, bro, I could count on one hand how many high school professors was actually like, and not giving you everything, just like trying to make you do right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really can't remember nobody off the top, but I'm sure it was a couple of people. But it's like, damn, bro, we just did a mentoring group, right? 10 weeks. Put them on the, like, anything I'm thinking of, I'm putting them on to something.
Right.
But it's like, how do you graduate high school? You've been in school for 12 years. Nobody puts you on to, like, yeah, you might want to start a retirement account. Simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You might want to learn a skill, because if you don't learn a skill, you ain't getting no job, or they can fire you easily. You feel what Brock sat here 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, whatever,
Yeah.
and said, his dad said, look, bro, get a skill. You don't have to go to college. Boom, boom. He learned how to be a truck. Nah, he driving Bentleys. Hey, look, I might not want to drive a truck, but somebody need to put you on, like,
Put you on game too.
yeah, bro. So you can't be taken advantage of. That's all it is. And honestly, look, I thought about this. I was thinking like, bro, am I participating in any pyramid schemes? Like, you know, type of structure.
Yeah.
And I thought about like, damn, is the NFL a pyramid scheme? Obviously, I ain't in the league, but you know, I'm just thinking about it like, damn, is that a pyramid? Nah, it ain't, because the players don't have to recruit. But then what about college football? Bingo.
Yeah.
Pyramid scheme, bro. Like, it's only the people at the top get paid. The players are working for free.
Yeah.
And they putting out this product They recruiting other players. They going on recruitment visits to other states. Like, bruh. Then they gotta come back. They coming back as boosters. Champ Bailey going to Miami. Like, hey, bro, you gotta come to. Come on, man. Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, bro.
Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme, bro. It's like I don't know what the hell I was about to say. Oh my God, I can talk about this forever, bro. But it's just
they don't want to pay them student athletes.
Yeah, man. We just gotta be. We gotta be armed with more tools, more knowledge, more resources, more discernment, so that we don't ever have to get to that place. I even got empathy for the people at the top. That you got 500 people below you. Like, let's say you were just good at selling people on this. Yeah. And now you got 500 people on it. You know they ain't making no money. How you walk around with that burden? If you're not a sociopath, you're not a psychopath, where you actually have some sympathy, some empathy for people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You walking around with that burden, you got money in your pocket, yeah, you got, okay. But what are you really doing, bro?
You got scammers, man, they don't care.
Yeah, it is. Some people that don't care.
Killers, scammers.
Oh, God,
I care, man.
I really want somebody, for real, I would love for somebody that's in one of these organizations to come on the podcast, bro.
Come on here with a black mask on.
I don't care what they do.
Change your voice up.
Look, if somebody could come on this podcast and show me, look, I'm making money, the people under me is making money. Legitimately, they can't do it. They can't do it. Can't nobody do it. It's somebody I want to put on blast so bad, bruh. Because I done found some shit out. Yeah. I found out. Them motherfuckers posing like they running businesses, right? Yeah. Like they got a business. They put their name on the shit. But then the parent company, they really under a parent company. Because I'm looking at the graduation ceremony, because I told you I went deep on this, right? I'm looking at the graduation ceremony for their organization, but they got a whole nother company's name on the stage. I'm like, what the fuck is this company? Yeah. I look at it, it say boom, boom, boom. I look up boom, 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 and it's like, oh, Donald Trump support them? Oh, word? Oh, they was under investigation by the Federal Trade Commission for being a pyramid scheme? Yeah. And now you on IG talking about, nah, I'm putting people on the real game, like you giving real estate advice. You're not no real estate expert, bro. You not know you doing credit card, okay, I get it, you got it, but do the people under you have it? Right. I could go on for days. I done said this like 5 times. I'm putting all this in the episode too. I don't give a let somebody come on the podcast. I promise you, bro. It ain't nobody gonna hear this. But let me say it clean, because I'm gonna put it on IG. Yeah. If somebody hears this and they would like to come on the podcast and detest anything I'm saying and say, prove how their organization is a pyramid-like structure but not actually a pyramid scheme, I would love to have that conversation. We're gonna be civil, you know what I'm saying? We're here to build an understanding. We're here to enlighten our audience. And, we might have different, positions, but we open to enlightenment. That's all I got to say on that. May God bless.
Uplift. Fitness club.
With the kids, bro. We love it.